Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with an extremely talented young man. This is Jonah, everybody. Jonah had a film here today, and I gotta say, it blew my socks off. Not to mention that this guy is 16 years old. I cannot wait to see what he's gonna be doing, even like a year from now, let alone like 4 years from now. So Jonah, tell us a little bit about who you are and what all of this is about for you.
Yeah, my name is Jonah. I've been making films for about four or 5 years, and I've made, over 40 films, and I think like just each film you learn so much. So to kind of be able to show that here at a festival like that is just kind of incredible.
That just clicked for me. 40 films, and you've been doing this for 5 years. That is outstanding. Okay, like what made you wake up one day and decide that this is like something that you really want to pursue and are into?
I don't know. I mean, my dad has always inspired me. He's a writer, and just to see him on set and be able to kind of express his vision and his stories and stuff through filmmaking has just been super inspiring for me, for sure. And I was an actor for a little bit, and I always just loved being on set and all the collaboration and teamwork that it really takes to make a film. And so that's, again, another thing that just really drew me into it and stuff. So.
Tell us a little bit about your film, 30 Miles Down South. I wanna know a little. We were speaking a little bit earlier about it, but I want you to share with everybody like what motifs and like what themes inspired this particular film.
Yeah, so I mean, pretty much when I was assigned this project, it was a school project, and it was we were studying Hitchcock in the very early stages of filmmaking, and I just loved in almost all of his films and in that whole film noir genre, the idea of the femme fatale character, and then, you know, looking at our society now and film and just culture in general, I think that girls and women are just not treated as fairly as they should be, and I feel like we all need to be respected equally. So I wanted to really push this this femme fatale character as a symbol for all of us and all of the women out there that aren't treated equally, and kind of doing what it takes to get that sort of. And again, in this film, she does take it to the limits and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much what we're saying is, if you abuse women and you don't like women, we're gonna throw you in a pool, or get them to throw you in a pool.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, Hitchcock was always just super inspiring for me. But to be able to put my own twist on it, and even, you know, as a cinematographer for that project too, just to be able to be inspired and then put your own style into it, I think is super important. Even with all the work that people do, is just, you know, taking something that you get inspired by but putting your own spin on it, I think is super important. Yeah.
And so like when you say your own spin, I know that every single movie that you do, there's something new you learn about yourself as an artist. Is there anything particular that you learned about this film and that you learned about yourself as Jonah?
That's a good question. I think as far as me as a person, I think I really did ultimately learn to put into perspective where I am as a human being, as a young filmmaker too, just to kind of put myself in the perspective of a ton of people and see where we are, and to be grateful for, you know, where we are, and again to reconsider the idea that we should all be, you know, we should treat each other with the respect that we, you know, want to see for ourselves and stuff. And again, this film was made about a year ago, and I've just been working and doing a ton of stuff. So I always just say, like, keep creating and keep making, because that's the yeah.
I'm so excited to see. Is there any way that we can follow your journey?
Yes, of course. So on Instagram, it's jonah.skye or jonahsky.com, and all my films are up there on Instagram. I'm always posting about projects, and yeah, I think, I mean, again, you just have to, if you can dream it, you can do it, and you kind of just, it's all possible. I think that's the big thing to learn. It's not impossible. Everything is very possible to do. So, yeah.
A ceiling we're like standing under now even has its holes under. So sky's not even the limit, man. It's the start of it. And this guy's gonna break through the sky. I'm calling that now today. What's today? The 6th of October. 6th of October 2018. I'm calling that. Cameron Sky said it here first. Thank you very much, Jonah.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Oh, one other question. What's next? Like, is there a particular film that you have in the pipeline or an idea that you're working on?
Currently, I'm working on a film. Being in high school, I wanted to make a film about being in high school and kind of like the firsts of things that we go through as a teenager. All that angst and stuff kind of built up into being, your first girlfriend, falling in love for the first time, being able to drive for the first time, going through, maybe a parent divorce or something, and going through those things that kind of change your life, starting really young. And for me, film has really changed my life, starting super young and stuff. So that's in the works. And then ultimately, I want to, branch out. I want to be able to start my own production company, travel around the world making, films and content for big brands and stuff like that. And I'm super excited to see where the path takes me and stuff. So,
Looking forward to it, man. Godspeed, Jonah. Thank you. Thank you very much.